Hey everyone!
Hello.
Welcome back to Genshin Impact and let's continue. I am actually now somewhere else because I am still playing the game beside this stream and we have to go actually here
The
as I
rebellion
see.
is still ongoing, right?
It's still ongoing and the funny thing is that you know where they are the guards and sometimes they catch us. I can still go there and they can still catch us
Okay.
because it's still ongoing.
Alright. You're still the rebel.
I knew you would keep your promise after all. I'm sure you've barely been able to take your mind off it these past few days. Have you managed to get any sleep at all?
You're quite mistaken. I would never doubt the leaders of my clan. So, where is your proof?
Ah, how wonderful. Everyone's keeping their promises today.
Oh, you wouldn't believe what we had to go through to get our hands on this stuff.
Hand them to Sarah. She can examine them for herself.
What is this? I see this
Was
document
it
bears the
actual
official
kanji or
seal
was
of
that
the head
like
of the
a
Kujo
gibberish?
clan.
I
It doesn't
actually
look like
didn't check that.
forgery.
Okay.
I don't understand. Not a single word about the resistance, Sangonomiya, or the situation
Although
on
I
the front
suspect it
line.
probably was just some gibberish, you know.
What
Like,
about the soldiers who gave
I
their
highly
lives
doubt that
on
they
the
put
front
like an
line,
actual.
or the hardship
Might
endured
be,
by the
although
people?
the
Do they
I mean the
deserve no
main
mention?
game is from China, I believe.
Utter disregard for human life. Why would they want to hide it?
For the sake of the Vision Hunt decree, of course. Don't you think the Shogun might reconsider her policy if all of the things you just mentioned appeared in this report?
So, the Tenryo Commission, they are deliberately
I was thinking, by the
deceiving
way, that
Shogun?
I think there is no ending yet to this game.
Okay.
Yes.
Because I was checking the Archon Quest
Who
and
else do you
Natlan
think might
was
be
the
benefiting from the Vision
latest,
Hunt
which
decree?
I did, and it had that, thing with the brother. I mean, which I did off screen, so nobody knows. But anyways, and after that there were two others, but those are not yet released.
So can I ask, is there so how is this game? Is there like in
Well,
Star Wars Old
the
Republic
things
and
you
World of
wanted to see,
Warcraft,
but
there's like the
also
base
wished not
game
to
and then
see, are
there's
here
like a
before
bunch of
you.
expansions. But is
Surely.
this game
You
more
aren't planning
like
to
there's the
turn a
base
blind
game
eye to
and they
them?
just continue the base game, or how do they do it? Like
So,
But I mean, there
everything
is the
has everyone
Archon
gone
quests,
to.
which are
It's
the main game.
yes, yes.
Could
But
they?
I think they didn't finish the game yet, in a way.
So
like, you
so
know.
it's not
This
there.
betrayal
So
is
there hasn't been
unforgivable.
any expansions
Takayuki,
yet,
you've
or
got
anything
some
like that.
explaining
Or
to
No,
do.
no, I mean, there are all these thousands of side quests which you
Yes.
can do.
Mhm, mhm.
But I think the main
So the base
Game.
So the base game is still okay. Yeah.
I think the main game is not yet finished.
Yeah.
I know that the game
Hold
came
on,
out in
Traveler.
2020,
There's
I
something
think,
else we
so
need to
around
discuss.
5 years ago.
Okay.
But
Last time you
I
entered the
think
plane of Euphemia, it was in
yeah,
front of the
there
statue of
shouldn't
the
be yet
omnipresent
any
god, correct?
ending.
Definite ending. Okay.
Yeah.
You must find a way
So
to
maybe the
make
one which
circumstances
actually
for
I
that
think
day.
that one which I did with the brother
If you
came
can
out
get the Raiden
actually
Shogun to open
this
her heart to you
patch
once more before the
or like
statue
this
of the
release.
omnipresent god, you will have
That was the
opportunity you
newest.
need.
Mhm.
Which
Take this
again
with you as a farewell
I did
gift.
off screen, but anyway she met her brother and they talked a bit and yes.
Okay.
The Omamori from the
Then it
Grand
probably
Narukami
is the
Shrine are very potent indeed.
then it is
I
probably
thought
so
I'd put one
that
aside
there
for
will
you.
not be just any expansions. They will continue the main
If you
main
find yourself at
game
your
as long
wit's
as they
end,
want.
take it out and
But
see what
only
happens.
additional stuff will be the side
Maybe your
quests
prayers
or
will be
the side
answered and all
characters
your
or whatever.
problems will
Like,
disappear in the blink of an eye. Or if you
the
ever
ones
think
you can
about
Yeah,
purchase.
and there will be new areas always,
Who knows?
like,
Maybe I will
appearing.
send up
Natlan
one
is
right in
the
front of you.
latest. Actually, there is, well, we have to still finish, Inazuma, and then there is Sumaru, and then there is Fontaine, and then only then comes Natlan, but the game kind of allowed me to do the Natlan
sorry.
quest in advance.
Well then,
Yeah.
time for
So
you to
I
face my
just
hopeless
thought that
fate
I
of a
just
friend.
go with that,
I'm
but
counting on you.
we still have two big Archon quests after this.
Okay.
And in the meantime, there will be, you know, new ones releasing.
All right.
Okay, so, oh, that's a far away place. Where is that?
Is it
No,
south?
no, sorry, that's actually not the Archon Quest. That was the Natlan story quest which I was doing,
All right.
because I am focused on that one, but I actually need this one.
All right.
But yeah, as said, because we are still wanted here, they actually can notice us. Not everywhere, I think.
We are dangerous revolutionaries.
Yes. But I tried to do some... There is some quests where you can talk with certain characters, and I could barely do it because it was in an area where it's like heavily guarded.
I see. Okay, so you were constantly getting
Since you were
caught.
Yes.
I
Okay,
suppose
nice.
I can shield you from arrest. At least until I have received an explanation from Takayuki. But if it turns out that you have been deceptive in this matter, then not only will you be arrested immediately, but you'll also be charged
What's
with
a one more crime?
Do I make myself clear? Good.
Yeah, and I managed to level up again, like, some characters. So you will see that Navia is level 90, so maximum level. Gaming is also maximum level. Kaya, I left at 85 because I want to replace him at some point. But I mean, I can still max him out. Barbara, I couldn't because she still needs to be ascended.
Okay.
And for that, I have to fight, like, I don't know, 6-7 times a boss, which is actually quite annoying.
Out of my way! I need to speak to him. I won't tell you twice.
I have her actually as a character. I mean, this one.
Okay.
But now we get her as a trial as well.
Okay, nice.
I'm doing the Natlan story quests, mostly for Primogems actually. I am doing the one now with Kinish.
Yeah.
But all the story quests have like a different main character. I think the only one I didn't do yet was is the one with Varesa. Ooh, there are so many.
Well, there is.
I know. I actually wanted her. No, I want her because we need to heal some people.
Okay.
Yeah, Navia is now my favorite, I have to say, because she's dealing the most damage.
Okay.
She's dealing more damage than Gaming does. It's actually very hard to level up the talent in the characters because they have this Thrones domain which you can use once a week maybe, and it doesn't guarantee you to give the level up, you know, things you need. And I actually did it for Navia, Gaming, and Kaeya, and I didn't get in any of it the level up items which I need for them. Yeah, I need you, actually, mostly. And also there is the Archon Quest, which I should do at some point. I just want to wait until my characters are all level 90 or at least close to it, so that my level is fine, you know, for a higher word level.
Yes, of course.
Stop! Sarah, have you gone insane? How dare you disregard my orders?
Master,
Go on, ask him. Don't let him intimidate you.
Master Takayuki, I've seen the report to the throne and the letter to the Fatui. Please, tell me why.
So this is how my documents went missing from headquarters. You stole them.
No, it was
Should
the
I take
ninja
your
which
words
stole
to
them.
mean that these documents were not forgeries? They were really penned by your own hand.
I think I told you, but I have that also as a character.
Yeah.
Please tell me, Master. I need to know. Has the Tenryo Commission really betrayed the shogunate?
Yes, I have dealings with the Fatui, and yes, the report you saw was penned by my hand.
He just came right out and admitted it.
The diplomats from Snezhnaya promised a very generous reward indeed. And all they requested of me in return was to see that the Vision Hunt decrees upheld. For too long, the Kujo clan's position has been coveted by so many. There is no shortage of clans who would tear us down at the first opportunity. So, when the chance arose to gain the backing of another powerful nation and crack down on our enemies at the same time, it appeared to me to be an excellent deal. I simply saw no need to inform you, Sarah.
Well, he's a traitor.
You worship the shogun. How can you betray her after all this time and act like it's nothing?
Betrayal? How can you call this
How can
a
you not?
betrayal? The Fatui may think they are using me, but the reverse is true. What could they possibly hope to achieve?
He's not
When
as smart
the
as they
lightning
seem.
strikes in
Yeah.
Inazuma, they shall fall to their knees and tremble, paralyzed by fear and trepidation. After all, none can contend with the supreme power of the almighty Raiden Shogun and the Muso no Hitotachi.
Yeah, overconfident.
Yeah. He doesn't worship the Raiden Shogun herself, but her power as a warrior. Especially the Muso no Hitotachi. In fact, he seems to be way too into it.
But Master, what about loyalty? Ever since I was adopted by the Kujo clan, you taught me the importance of loyalty from servants to their superiors. But it's clear to me now that you wanted my loyalties to stop with the Kujo clan. So you were scared that I would betray you one day? You hypocrite! Preaching about virtue just to mask your own wretched selfishness!
Selfishness? I am but safeguarding the eternity of the Kujo clan. I'm quite sure the almighty Shogun would be sympathetic to that. As would the former head of our clan.
Hate to say it, but his ego is getting in the way. If he thinks the Kujo clan is a match for the Fatui, Paimon thinks he's in for a nasty surprise.
I've doubted the Vision Hunt decree in the past. I asked myself, is this truly the correct thing to do? Even though it goes against what I know in my heart to be right. But I chose to obey the Shogun. For as long as she leads the way, who among us is qualified to judge between right and wrong when we have not yet reached the end of the path? But now I realize that the path of eternity is one without end, while this path, it has long since been defiled by your selfish ways. So I'm going to tell the Shogun the truth about all this. If nothing else, my conscience will be clear.
Stubborn and futile. Report to the Shogun if you so wish. The Kujo clan's position is now unshakable, and nothing you can do will change this. The Shogun is at Tenshukaku receiving a Snezhnayan diplomat. A harbinger.
Signora.
by the
It's
name
Signora.
Signora's the one behind all this? Ugh, not her again. Way back in Rito, Lady Hiragi said something about the Kanjo Commissioner We should have known.
A diplomat from Snezhnaya? Well, if she thinks she's leaving Inazuma in one piece, she's got another thing coming.
Sara stormed off! Do you think she's gonna go barge into Tenshukaku right now? You can say that again! Alright then, let's do...
Okay.
Let's go meet Signora.
Ah. You have to chase Sarah there?
Apparently so.
Okay. Ah. She already took out the guards here.
Yeah. We don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
They can have the tea break.
Yeah.
Okay.
We might have a boss fight, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, with Signora, maybe.
Yeah.
Or with the Raiden Shogun.
We'll see.
I hope it's more
The way
Signora. The
people
Raiden Shogun is
charge
very
in here as they
powerful.
please.
Yeah.
So uncivilized. If I didn't know this was Tenshukaku, I might have mistaken it for some kind of street market. Have you learned your lesson now?
Oh no! What has she done to Kujo-Sara?
The right to punish Inazumans for their crimes is mine alone. Not yours, Signora. Then I apologize, Almighty Shogun. I know, you can't get me out of your mind. But you really don't need to call my name all the time. Don't go thinking I'm surprised to see you here. I'm well aware that you hate me, with the way you follow me around like a dark shadow. Ah, so you came to expose my crimes in front of the Shogun? I'm just a Snezhnayan diplomat. I'm afraid I have no idea what you're talking about.
She doesn't take us seriously at all!
Stop talking about people and things that I care nothing about. They were nobodies to begin with, and their names will be forgotten. But now, at least, they get to be building blocks in the grand revolution to realize eternity. Is that not the greatest honor they could hope for? In their tiny little lives? Almighty Shogun, do correct me if I'm wrong. That's ancient history. You certainly love to hold a grudge. The Tsaritsa's dream is the noblest and purest thing in all the world. These other mundane details you insist on mentioning, they're just necessary sacrifices. That's all. You stop me?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
For
We
what
will.
it's worth, I've grown tired of seeing you around as well. But I didn't have you down as someone quite so foolhardy. Before you go saying something you can't take back, remember that you're Inazuma's most wanted criminal. I suggest you consider your circumstances very carefully. Charging into Tenshukaku uninvited and lecturing me in front of the Shogun wasn't the brightest move. Don't you think it's time you stopped digging? I'm not sure you realize quite how much distance there is between us, both in status and in strength.
I challenge you to a duel before
Ah, here
the
she
throne.
has voice acting. Usually
Okay.
she doesn't have any.
Okay.
Proceed.
Must be really important then.
Yes.
My
For this
full
one line, I
surprises
challenge you.
today.
Well,
So you've learned to make the law of the land work for you too. I'll admit that I never expected to be in a situation where the two of us were on equal footing. You are aware that the loser must die.
Yeah, we
Are
want to
you
kill her.
sure this is what you want?
I mean, unalive her.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure we will
Then I
either
will
be able
deign
to
to
defeat her and
share
then she
this
escapes,
last
or then
dance
something
with
saves
Yeah.
us. But I think
Till
at this
death
point
do
we
us
may be
part.
able to actually defeat her.
Okay, so it is a boss fight. Great. I knew it. Because they mentioned Signora, I was quite sure that.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's a cryo. That's actually good. Geo is good, I think, against cryo. It might be that she is the same as Child, that she has like 3 forms
Oh,
or
definitely.
whatever.
Yeah,
you know.
This is going too smoothly. She's already half health.
Ooh, but I am also almost. Ah!
Come on, we can
The
do it.
Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
Ah, wait, no!
Many happy returns. You've got some nerve laying your hands on me. Harbinger
Use elemental reactions to break through.
Nice.
It's actually, maybe this is the best, but she doesn't have much health.
The Tsaritsa's benevolence has no place for transgressors.
That's a big shield, like, it's not going down that easy.
Yeah.
And it's freezing me all the time.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, I need to get some help.
Yeah.
What the heck is that? Ah, I can destroy these.
Okay. That's good.
Maybe that's something? I don't know for what, though, but... The carry additional pyro attack? Ah, okay. No.
The shield is going down much faster.
Yeah. It's just like my health is also going down very fast. Ah, okay.
Okay.
I think I didn't finish it yet, but okay.
You finished. I think the shield you finished.
Can be. That's the next form, I guess. I'm not good with health, so I'm not that happy.
Let's dance.
First, I actually have to
Lay waste to frozen shell and witness
kinda get health.
in fires of sin and
Ah, wait,
retribution,
this might
your
help
soul will
because,
be incinerated.
or not. But these are here for a reason, for sure.
Yeah. Ay. Good Kaya would be useful against this form since this seems to be fire. So no.
For fire, I think water is the best. I mean, like hydro.
Okay.
Embrace
I'm
the
just
fear
trying
of
to now get health for the others.
Yes, of course.
I know it's taking time like this because her health is not really going down, but I first need to really.
Call me a witch.
Where are you? Ah, there.
Not every wound will heal.
Oh, what the heck? Yeah. Oh! Okay, can you stop with the fire? Please.
Gotta keep trying.
Immolation! A cherished agony.
Now she's
Do
losing
you feel it?
more health.
She's fire, so actually he is not the best, but still.
Embrace your searing reckoning.
Still Navia is the one which, even though Geo is I think not that good for fire, but she can deal quite a good amount of damage.
Yeah. That's good.
Who dares call me a witch?
Those are
Yeah,
big
yeah.
fireballs.
Not even ashes will remain.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time.
Where are you? Don't disappear on me.
Freeze. Cool it.
Okay, not much more. Where is she? There. Stop disappearing.
Freeze.
There's probably gonna be the third form still.
Yeah. Which is not the best because, please, it would be great if there would be no more forms. Please.
So strong,
Ah, so strong.
but how?
Please no second boss fight with the Raiden Shogun here. I cannot take it, I don't have enough health.
I am a Snezhnayan diplomat. You know what happens if you lay a finger on me. Swear, if you strike me, I will make sure.
Aye, aye.
The Fatui will make sure that your precious Inazuma... Stop! I order you! And you! Filthy rats! All of you!
I don't think that was
Oh.
the end of Signora though.
But she
You are the
Fully-
enemy of eternity.
disappeared.
But as the victor, I acknowledge your honor. Therefore, I shall allow you to leave Tenshukaku alive.
Okay. Well, we could live a life.
Yay!
I wonder at some point probably we have to fight the Raiden Shogun and I'm afraid of that, kinda.
Let us off just like that, right? Oh, the air feels suffocating. It must be the Raiden Shogun's almightiness.
Okay, that's great, but I don't want to, yeah, walk so.
Okay, she's gone.
Signora is slain.
Alright, she's gone.
One strike from the Shogun and now Signora's gone. She got what she deserved. But Paimon...
Signora was the one who stole that thing from Venti in Mondstadt.
Doing this? Why are the Harbingers
Yeah.
collecting all the Gnosis?
I remember.
Huh? Traveler, you got a headache?
Ah, okay.
Chin up. Let's get out of this place. Paimon feels unsettled.
We're still walking.
Shogun executed Signora with the Muso no Hitotachi? It was unbelievably powerful. It seems impossible to defend against. And if so, we've got no hope whatsoever of defeating her in combat.
Yeah, we don't have any.
So, electro zapping in the air. Paimon can barely breathe. Traveler, are you okay? You're so silent.
It's a long
Sounds
wall.
like there's a lot
Yeah,
of
it is a
work
very
going on
long wall.
outside Tenshikaku. Has a fight broken out or something? Oh, the guards seem really nervous. Let's go see what the situation is, shall we?
Ah, Kazuha. I still didn't get him. I mean, I couldn't anymore. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I'm still trying to get Skirk, but... Oh, what? Kazuha has two, like,
There will
visions?
always be those who dare to
Oh yeah,
break the
because
lightning's glow.
he has the other person's vision.
You're gonna like him even more, aren't you?
Yes! But I cannot get him now until the next banner or whatever, which probably will take half a year or so, or a year. So I suppose we have to keep playing. So anyway, I'm trying to get Skirk, but I again wasted so much wishes and I didn't get her yet, so sad. And I didn't get even a new character because I just got like replicas of others, which I am anyway not using. Oh!
So, we meet again.
Okay. Can we not fight?
Indulge
Please?
my curiosity. What is the reason that I find you standing here before me once again? Do you hope your foolhardiness will shelter those people? Or was it simply a means of seeking an audience with me? Oh? Surely you didn't rouse me from my state of eternal meditation only to tell me this. If so, then you underestimate me. I am quite well informed about the Vision Hunt decree. Not so. Only everything that pertains to eternity. The Vision Hunt decree has my tacit approval. The Fatui's actions thus far do not constitute a threat to eternity. Otherwise, they would have been purged long ago. Individual ambition is inherently incompatible with eternity. What you might not realize is that all too often, people have far more to lose by chasing their dreams. Consider this. No one will lose their life on account of having their vision taken away. Rather, those who have lost their lives are the ones who insisted on pursuing their own aspirations, are they not? Traveler, your existence is unique in my eyes. There seems to be limitless uncertainty in you. To put it another way, you are the furthest thing from eternity. So, I won't insist that you comprehend the meaning of my actions. What matters is that I tread the path of eternity on my people's behalf. That's right. Huh. I'm surprised you understand it so well. Anyway, you're looking for a chance to shake my will, aren't you? So be it. Well then, you who would defy eternity, time for you to enlighten me.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Everybody's full health.
Okay, that's good actually. Oh,
Inferior.
where are you? Here.
Watch out! Oh! A proper send-off from Messina with love. Ha! Cha! Coming at ya!
Evasion is futile.
we need to destroy these, I guess.
Yeah.
Ah. Fun. Yum, yum, yum.
Careful, too, dude.
Inferior.
Freeze. Time to fight back, I suppose.
This ends now.
Wish your luck.
I have.
That was
Yeah,
unexpected.
she's strong.
Let's dance.
Strike dead.
Can you stop moving so much?
She is like.
Evasion is futile.
Coming at ya. Coming at ya. Attack!
Freeze.
I'll protect you.
Inferior. I will mold you into the foundations of eternity. Instabilities will be removed.
Ah, I cannot use my abilities now.
Right.
Turn things, but way to turn things around may appear, or something that like that was written out.
Where'd that come from?
Did you see the
This
text?
ends now.
I mean, no. I mean, I saw that there was a text, but I didn't see full the text what it said. So that's why. So I suppose there's gonna be some kind of like a mark or something which shows that she's vulnerable. So
Okay, at least a cutscene.
okay.
Because I barely touched her health.
Maybe there was like a time limit, or you just had to down her health down enough to.
Yeah, it might be.
Aren't you
Just a
cutting it
little.
rather close? Hmm?
Miko, this was your doing?
Now. Don't forget who taught you how to place your consciousness in objects. Surely you don't think your ambition alone is enough to shake A's will, do you? Though you alone are here, they too have ambitions, which they long since entrusted to you. Now then, close your eyes.
We can abolish the Vision Hunt Decree.
No, please.
This moment will be frozen in time.
At least everybody's back to max health.
Hey there! Watch out! A proper send-off from the Stina with love. Hiya! Where'd that come from?
There's a slight improvement, not much.
Freeze. Don't get frostbite. Dodge this.
Watch out! A proper send-off from the Stina with love.
A fleeting shadow. All desire can be broken.
Hey, watch out! Where'd that come from?
All will be severed.
Attack!
But I get much more like charged attacks,
Yeah.
as I see.
Oh, so
This
sorry.
one, a fleeting shadow.
Okay, now she's losing much more health. So
But she is strong.
she is.
Your verdict is decided.
Fire! Well, with rock.
This one, a fleeting shadow.
Freeze. Don't
Okay, not much.
Yeah, it's done.
Dodge this. This moment will be frozen in time. Cool it.
Good job.
I hope that was.
Last day.
Yeah, I hope that's the end of
Mhm.
this
You
fight.
have. Why can you not trust your people and in the power of their ambitions? These ambitions have transcended space and time. They are something that no one can snuff out. Is this the lesson you learned from your journey in Liyue? There are nations where humans cast their god aside and stride forward. So are we to just abandon the notion of progress for the sake of wishful thinking?
You and I have both witnessed the great loss that progress can bring. Eternity. Eternity is the only way.
Okay.
When lightning flashes, it casts a shadow. My name means shadow. With my blade, I purged all obstacles to progress. And yet, something was lost with each step forward. In the end, I even lost her. The tales are still retold in the shade of every Thunder Sakura. But the wounds left on our nation by that terrible loss still ache. Never stop searching, even if only for a brief flash of light. If nothing else, we have the present moment. She said that once. But I've seen a nation stride forward and lose everything to the heavenly principles. Perhaps only if time stands still will the lightning's glow never fade. The present moment is a fragile illusion. Only eternity can bring us closer to the heavenly principles. I am no longer the shadow. Mine is the most supreme and noble form. Let power over the realm be vested within me. In this form shall I honor my subjects' dream, for a land of eternity, unchanging forevermore.
The heavenly principles. Irrelevant nonsense as far as I'm concerned. When all's said and done, all you really want is to protect your beloved Inazuma forever and ever. Isn't that right?
That would be something of an oversimplification.
But is this nation worth existing for eternity? Stripped of ambitions, stripped of the potential for change. It does nothing more than simply exist. It is a hollow shell of a nation. I wonder what loss would it really be to anyone if such a nation were destroyed?
Miko, retract your words. Never changing eternity is the promise I made to my people.
But what your people need from you is not your promises. They want your attention. Your divine gaze.
You mean visions? Humans have a lifespan of barely 100 years. They cannot afford to bear any extra losses. But I have experienced it all. That is why I have chosen to guide them along the correct path toward eternity.
But eternity is far too cruel a fate for you, eh?
For me?
Not only have you stopped paying attention to the world, but you have stopped paying attention to yourself. It must have been terribly lonely here, all alone, for centuries on end.
But it is necessary.
You will miss much by refusing progress. You seek to prevent loss, but have you considered all you are losing by remaining here in stasis for all eternity? You are obviously lonely, and yet for the sake of eternity you choose to stretch your loneliness out to infinity. Tell me this. Why is the sky here that was once so dark glowing again? Why now? This is your plane of euthymia. It's your inner world, so it can only mean that you are happy to see me again. You have found the loneliness here unbearable for a long time now, haven't you?
I have nothing to say to that.
But I have so much to say to you. Let me tell you all that has happened over the last few centuries.
How long will that take?
As a fox envoy, I have an excellent memory. I recall every detail of the last few centuries with perfect clarity. So it will probably take me another few centuries to relay it to you.
Long story.
Yeah.
Miko, I never thought I would have the chance to meet with you like this again. Seeing you again is a change to eternity. And a very nice surprise.
Since you are willing to admit that, I suppose that means we can still be friends?
What a childish conversation this is. Anyway, now that I have been defeated by you and your plan, I will honor your wish to abolish the Vision Hunt Decree. But, with regards to eternity, and the question of whether this nation should move forward, I need
Just don't think
time
eternity.
to give it some thought.
You are the one who's been acting like a child from the very beginning. As promised, the Raiden Shogun abolished the Vision Hunt Decree. Finally, her people's wishes penetrated her locked heart. Beyond the plane of Euthymia, she saw what eternity means in the eyes of the world. When one's fervent ambition burns brightly, the gods will cast their gaze upon you. Some ambitions have the power to heal wounds, to bring victory, to inspire hope. But some ambitions outlive their masters long after the soul ascends. They remain as they were in the beginning. Burning bright and true for all eternity.
So what did you guys do in the Raiden Shogun's plane of Euthymia anyway? Is the Vision Hunt Decree abolished?
Wait, Paimon was not with us? Okay.
Paimon was
No,
so
she was
you
not.
know.
I think into that
So
thing only
maybe the
she
reason
lived into.
Miko is looking
Okay.
for us now is 'cause she wants to thank us. Let's go find her.
Okay, we beat the Raiden Shogun.
Okay, thank God. She was also in one of the banners, but I didn't get her because I wanted Kazuha and I didn't get anyone in those banner
Well.
things.
You literally told us to come meet you here.
I was just joking. I've been waiting for you.
Seems like someone's in a pretty good mood.
The sad reality of free players.
Catching up with an old
I'm
friend
not
I
getting
haven't
any
seen
of the
in years was
characters.
Truly delightful.
You have an
By the way,
army.
Yes, I know, but like the ones I want, I don't get.
Fatui Harbinger, no less. Courageous and astute. I must say, I am
How
most
much is it
impressed.
even a monthly? Do we know?
Defeating Signora head-on in a duel means that your
€5.
strength
This is
exceeds
not
my
monthly. You have to
Okay.
buy like
Separately, okay.
you buy like these
Still, you
crystals
did end
or
up
whatever,
victorious.
which is I have no idea how much they are, but I suppose they give you only a limited amount for wishes. and then you buy basically as much as you can.
With those
But
crystals.
as I heard, some people spend thousands of dollars into the game. I didn't spend a cent into this game.
Wait
Yeah.
a second. Did you say
Especially
Gnosis?
not thousands of dollars.
As in
But
the little thing that
that's
looks
how I
something like a
understand
chess
that
piece.
the company has money to pay for the developers and, you know,
You've seen one
for
too?
the voice
Gnosis
actors and
belong
stuff.
to the
Yeah.
Seven.
In
They're
Star Wars
a
Old
kingdom
Republic,
connected
you
to
can either
Celestia.
pay subscription
Oh.
or you can buy Cardinal coins. You know,
What's wrong?
and
Well,
if you pay the subscription,
I
then you get
handed that
everything.
over.
I would say this is as the cartel coins are
Yeah.
in
Yeah,
Star
exactly.
Wars.
Exactly. Again, my mind the Cardinal
Well,
coins.
But
How else
there
was
is
I
no
supposed
monthly
to save your
subscription,
skin
as
from
I
the
saw.
Balladeer exactly? The Balladeer is number 6 of
And
the
then you
Victory
can gamble,
Harbingers.
basically.
In
It's
terms of
basically a
strength, he's
gambling thing,
superior to
because
Signora.
you gamble every time you wish, basically.
I'm not the kind of person who
But the good
risks
thing
life
is
and limb
that
for
as a
any old
free
reason.
player, you can still gamble. You just have to put a lot of effort to get those wishes and stuff.
Lots of hours.
Yeah.
For once, Paimon just does not know what to say.
After A created her power
The only
vessel,
thing
she
you
no
cannot
longer had
really
anyone to
get
put
as
it.
a free player is the custom clothes or like stuff,
Yeah.
you know.
As her erstwhile closest
But
friend,
I
A
mean,
handed it over to
I
me.
don't care how my
And I've kept it
characters
in the
look
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
in what
Kami
kind of
shrine
clothing
ever
they
since.
are. So
She no longer needs the power of the Gnosis, and in any case, she tells me she has severed ties with Celestia. Thus, the Gnosis became not only useless, but also a potential source of conflict. Is that not a good bargain? Exchanging it for
and
the one
well,
who
if I
powered
play
the
it
plan?
enough, you know, for many years, then I
Judging
get
by the results, at least,
some
I
of the
dare say I struck
characters.
a good deal.
Good luck.
When you put it
There are
like
people
that,
who are playing it
Paimon
totally
has to
free,
agree.
like for
It's
many,
rather
many years.
Yeah.
And they have like a good amount of characters.
Well, what's done is done, and Paimon hardly thinks we'll be getting it back now. Let's leave the past in the past. So anyway, you still haven't told us why you called us here today.
It's to thank you.
Really?
You intend to travel all over Teyvat, and the time has come for the Inazuma leg of your trip to come to an end, has it not? As a mark of my gratitude, I will answer any questions you may have about the road ahead or the
Quite weird. I
events of
still
the
remember
past.
when we first entered the islands, and now we're
What would
leaving.
you like to know?
Yeah.
about?
We can just ask
That
all of the
puppet
questions,
was
I
built with
think.
technology that has been lost to time. Perhaps she, as a god, is the only one privy to the knowledge of its origins. Still, there's one other thing on this topic that I suspect you may be curious to know. Before A began modifying her own godly form,
I think every
she
time
took
we
it upon
end a
herself to create a
how to say
prototype puppet.
big Archon Quest, you can ask like someone about these questions.
Yeah, like when we did the first one.
Yes, and
No.
I
The
mean,
prototype was merely a proof
we
of
already
concept.
are done
Its appearance
2
and
Archon
intellect were not based
quests
on
because
A. It was a
Mondstadt
test.
was the first and Liyue was the
Yeah.
The
second.
original plan
I
was
also
for A
did
to
not
simply
learn,
discard it.
and now we are
But
done with
perhaps A thought
Inazuma.
this to
Yeah.
be too cruel, because in the end she chose only to seal
And then
the
we
power
still
within
have
it.
2 more.
Later, this
And I
puppet
think in
wandered
autumn
Inazuma
or
as an
whenever,
ordinary
I don't
human
know,
male with
I
his
just
own
suspect that
consciousness.
they will release like a
Until
new area
the
or a
Fatui
new,
Yeah.
maybe a
made
new
this to
Archon
him.
Quest or so.
Ugh, not the Fatui.
Some eccentric geniuses in the ranks of the Fatui made adjustments to the prototype, not only unsealing his power, but very likely rendering him even more formidable than his original specifications. The object of divine creation is now the one who has taken possession of the Gnosis, and the prototype puppet is now known as the Balladeer.
What a crazy story.
It is, isn't it? Who can say whether it's coincidence? or
Well, we can
destiny?
still, yeah,
Sorry,
brother.
I haven't a clue.
Okay.
I'm also unfamiliar
Everybody
with the
says
god
that
you
they don't have a
describe.
clue.
Yeah.
But if you still have doubts about A, I would say they are misplaced.
I wonder if they
Not only does she not fit
tell
your
the
description,
truth, that
Yeah,
they
yeah.
don't
but
know
she
anything
voluntarily
about the
gave
brother.
up her
Yeah,
gnosis
yeah.
long ago,
I mean, he's
severing
leading
her
the
ties
full
with
Abyss
Celestia
Order.
in the
Yeah.
process. That's good to
But then
hear.
it fits that,
Otherwise,
because
given that I'm
both
her
the
familiar,
brother and this
they could have
character are
made our
coming from
relationship
outside this
rather
world, so...
awkward,
Well, yeah,
don't you
that's
think?
true.
Don't worry.
But then
We
the
aren't looking to
interesting
pick a
question
fight
is
with
how
you.
do the Fatu or whatever, how do they know the brother? How come he came to lead them and so
I
on?
wish you
So
the best of
Well,
luck.
yeah.
May you soon discover the truth behind it all. As for your brother's whereabouts, I will use all the resources at my disposal to investigate it. And I will also borrow some of Ayato's
Ah, yeah,
fuel
what
from
about
the
Ayato?
Shinjuku
He
farm.
didn't even appear in this whole Archon Quest.
I'll let you know if I find
Like,
out
he's
anything.
the
Consider it part of my
brother of
means of
the,
thanking
you
you.
know, the blue-haired girl,
yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And
After leaving
we didn't
Inazuma,
get to know him.
Well,
I think it
Why
would
is
be
he not
easiest for
in
you
the
to go
Archon
to
Quest?
Sumeru.
I don't know.
Ooh, Sumeru! We've run into loads
Yeah,
of
we are going to
slugs there
Sumeru
on our journey
the
so
next
far.
time.
Yes, well, Sumeru is the land of the god of wisdom, where the quest for wisdom and knowledge is never
I always
ending.
forget, but maybe the Chasm is in Sumeru? Or is that part of Natlan? No, I think
But
it's
their
Sumeru.
obsession gives
I started
rise to
the
some
quest
truly
for the
inexplicable
Chasm.
things. For example,
It's like, how to say, looks like a mine, basically.
in Sumeru, knowledge is holistically
But I
managed
think,
as a resource.
I don't even know, there is like a part which is
Is a resource?
like a desert, like full with sand and
Yes.
kind of like
I don't know whether
pyramids
it
and
was the
stuff.
sages or Lesser Lord
Maybe
Kusanagi
that's
who
also
came up with
Sumeru.
the idea.
I don't know.
Lesser Lord Kusanagi? That's a cute
And then
name.
there is like a part which is more of a jungle.
Oh, you haven't heard. Lesser Lord Kusanali is the deity in whom the people of Sumeru place their faith. It's their chosen term of endearment for her. I'm sure you must have some things to discuss with her too. I wish you. Are you
Okay.
sure?
Yeah, I don't
Okay
have
then,
any more
keep
questions.
it safe. Is that? There was me thinking that you might hang it around your neck to show off to the world, telling everyone who inquired that it was given to you by none other than Yai Miko, the wise and beautiful.
Who in their right mind would do that?
Okay, I'll stop. Now, a question for you. Traveler, what is your ambition? I see. But that is merely a small goal, based on what preoccupies you
Well,
here
I
and
wouldn't say
now.
a small goal.
It's not a small goal, yeah.
Considering
Ambition
we've
should
been
be
going through the
something
entire
that
continent.
transcends the
So,
Yeah.
world below and the starry sky above. Something that shines in unison with fate itself. Perhaps the reason you do not possess a vision is that such an ambition has yet to be engendered within you.
No, I suppose we don't have a vision because we are not from this world.
Yes.
Continue on your journey, and maybe that moment will come to pass.
How much Primo Gems do we get? Nothing? No. No, wait, we might get, you know, the... Here. We get a wish. Let's use the wish.
Okay.
I used so many wishes already and I still didn't get Skirk. Please be like purple or some. No, it's green. Yeah.
Yay.
Yay. We got some achievements. Ah, did I tell you that I have a capybara in my world? You know, in that teapot place.
You have.
I have a capybara now.
Can you show it?
Yes. It's so cute.
We should we could have a doggy like that in the cafe.
Well, we have that doggy, but I mean not that kind of doggy inside the pot.
That's a funny idea that you have your own house inside a teapot.
Yeah. Look, there it is.
Hello. Hello.
It's so funny.
It's funny.
So cute.
Mm-hmm.
I wanted to put it inside the place here, but look.
Yeah, he wants to be in the grass.
But yeah, I could only put it on the grass, and here is the dog as well.
Woof, woof. Hello.
So
we
yeah.
put the door.
And then we have the fox as well.
We could not pet the dog? No petting.
We cannot pet the dog, sadly.
Aww.
There is the fox.
Hello, fox.
And I put out some characters. You can put out 4. I put Lila here.
For all eternity. They're stuck in this mini.
Yes,
Wait,
and there is
okay.
Collei, and inside the house, I didn't change much, but I put Sucrose in the house, I think. And maybe one more person. But anyway, they are stuck here. Of course, they are also playable, but...
Alright.
Uh,
You're gonna be here forever and ever and ever.
well, kinda.
Don't break the teapot, I'm just saying.
Okay. What did it say? Where we have to go? This one. Talk to Catherine.
Okay.
In Liyue?
Alright.
Okay. We have to go back to Liyue? Okay. I suppose we go from here to Sumeru? Interesting. But anyway, we talk with Catherine.
Alright.
One of the Catherines.
Ah, traveler. Right on cue.
Hey, Catherine! Got any new commissions for us today? Also, how come you look so happy to see us? What have you done?
I went to the shrine to draw a fortune slip earlier. The shrine maiden told me that it is the season for an unexpected reunion.
Catherine? Drawing fortune slips at the shrine? Is it just Paimon, or is that the most unusual thing ever? Wait, no, that's not the unusual part. We're in Liyue. You went to Inazuma and back in a single day?
Even I have a private life, you know.
Okay, so when you say unexpected reunion, you mean running into us, right?
Who can say? But the anticipation of knowing that an unexpected reunion is due is making me happy to see everyone I cross paths with today.
Fair enough. Even though we see each other pretty much every day, whatever makes you happy. Wait,
Do you think something's fishy here?
oh,
No.
Paimon gets it. Well, let's just hope the shrine maiden was right. Fingers crossed we find him.
I'm sorry. Did I say something I shouldn't have? You both seem a little down.
Oh, it's nothing. Anyway, back to business. Do you have a new commission you want to give to me?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do. This one is from a miner.
Yeah, the Chasm.
It seems to be
Yeah, I
related to
started the
investigating
Chasm, but there is still a long way to go there.
Alright.
Sealed off anymore?
I will leave the requester to fill you in on all the relevant details. His name is Yue Hui, and he should be at the Chasm right now.
All right then. Thanks, Catherine. We'll head there right away.
Very well. Ad Astra Abyssosk. This time you are truly bound for the Abyss. Good luck to you both.
Interesting, because I did start the Chasm. Maybe, no, the Chasm is, I think, still in Liyue. I mean, Tevat, or whatever, like, the area is called. But I mean, I started it already, so I don't know what can we do, but we will see.
There. You must be Yue Hui, right? We've been sent by the Adventurers Guild.
Ah, great. Good to meet you. Yes, I was the one who posted that commission. Wait a second. You look kind of familiar. Are you a famous adventurer or something? Oh, alright then. I'll start by introducing myself. I'm Yue Hui, a miner, and I received a mining permit for the Chasm just recently. I have a handful of other guys in my crew.
Seriously? They actually give permits out for the chasm?
Yes, the folks
Or
over
well,
at
it's called
Eugene
Chasm,
Terrace finally came to
not
their
Chasm.
senses and are
Chasm.
now allowing a limited
Chasm.
amount of ore mining near the surface. We were among the first to gain approval. But some things have happened recently that put all the miners on edge.
Really? What happened? We haven't heard anything.
So, it's hard to say exactly how big of an issue it is, Could be something, could be nothing. The main thing is that it's just very strange. While one of the miners was on a break, he suddenly noticed a few hilly trolls walking his way. They seemed like they were in a daze or something. They walked right by him without giving him a single glance. They just made a beeline for the depths of the chasm. After that, the miner started observing his surroundings more closely and noticed the same thing happening time and time again.
Are the hilly trolls just curious? Maybe they just want to take a peek inside.
Not
I
likely.
wonder if any hill
The
troll
strange
or
part
whatever
is
is
that in all
ever
the
going to
time
be
this
able
miner's been
to
watching the hilly
stand up
trolls,
to us anymore because your level is so high by now.
he's never
Like,
seen any of them
Yeah,
come
not
into
really. I mean, those are the easiest to defeat.
yeah. I mean,
Seems
you
to be
could,
a
by
one-way
this
trick.
level, if you would
Once
go
the hilly
back to
trolls
the
go in, they never
beginning
emerge again.
place, you could just look at them madly and they would
Seems to be
fall already.
happening more and more frequently
Well,
as
no,
it
I
went.
mean, they also leveled up. I mean, they have like...
What are
Okay.
these
But
hilly trolls
but
up to? What
still, they
happens to
are
them
the
after they go
easiest to
inside?
defeat
Is
from
there a
all the
disaster
enemies.
brewing? These are the kinds of thoughts going through the guys' heads now. Everyone's driving themselves crazy worrying about it.
Paimon's not surprised. Paimon feels spooked just hearing about it.
Exactly. The deepest fear is the fear of the unknown, you know? So we have to get to the bottom of it before everyone can put their minds at rest.
Do we really want to take this commission? Thanks, Mr. Miner, sir. We need to consider it first. Hey, you can at least pretend to consider Paimon's opinion first. Oh, so that's where you're coming from. Well, okay then. Maybe we will find some clues about your twin. You'll really regret it if you don't go, huh?
So, what's your verdict? Will you take the commission? No pressure, but I gotta say, I'm not loving the prospect of my mining permit going to waste.
Yep, we'll take it. We're kinda curious ourselves now, too.
Great. You're doing me an enormous service here. Now, let me give you the rough location that the hilly trolls keep heading to.
By the way, you can see that again, like, I am very much above adventure rank 50 already.
Yeah.
Because the EXP is much higher than...
Yeah.
So, but as said, I wanna wait with the ascension. Let's just collect this.
Yep.
I am now not... but as said, I still wait until I can level up Barbara, I think. I also need to level up some of the talents, although I think only Barbara has ones which are easier to level up. The rest is quite hard. Okay, I just wanted to pick this up, but actually I don't want to use this one. We are anyway, like, navigating to this one.
Alright.
Do we have to go inside? There. Okay. The good thing is I already unlocked this much of the chasm, because this was not unlocked at all.
Yeah.
Like, I had to find it, I had to go... It's actually quite hard to navigate in here.
Okay.
And stuff,
Good that you
so...
were here before.
I already have, like, unlocked. So we don't have to go the hassle and find it and do everything.
Yeah, saves time.
We can just go with the Archon Quest.
Exactly.
What? It's a city? A whole city that's floating in the air, upside down? Just look at this place. Doesn't it remind you of something? Wait, what was it again?
Ah, yeah, that statue which was upside down.
It's just like that. Just as strange, just as upside down, and just as spooky. In which case, maybe whatever's going on in the chasm really is connected to the Abyss Order. Oh, we gotta get to the bottom of this.
Daneslav. I met him a couple of times, and now there was also I think that was new as well, that Daneslav could join us a bit and help us defeat some stuff.
So I'm a bit too happy.
Well, I hope in the future he will be a playable character.
Okay.
Because, I mean, he could already kind of, you know, join us.
Last time we met suddenly and parted hastily. Now our paths cross again. Fate, it seems, owes you an explanation. That much should be self-explanatory.
But I did,
came upon the trail
like,
of Abyss Herald recently
I think
it.
I did some tasks with him in Mondstadt maybe, and then I saw him in this new one with the 5.7 release, where he helped us do stuff, and now he's also here.
Okay. But as usual, it was to no avail. It took me to the wrong place. Correct. Based on my recent experiences, I can only conclude that the Abyss's portals are not simply pathways from point A to point B, but gateways to an entire network. Where they emerge on the other side is their choice. It can be anywhere within the network.
Sounds kind of similar to how teleport waypoints work.
So, from the guys, which one should be dating the main character?
Twin last time I went to that portal. The next moment that I realized where I was.
Does she? I mean, according to age, it's hard to see, to think. But like the ones which are around middle, so they are not the kids and they are not as old as, for example, Daneslav is, or like, you know, the older characters. So like maybe gaming or Chongyun or something like that would be the appropriate age for her. I don't know if they are the same age or not. Anyways, according to height and stuff.
Okay.
But now.
Anyway, I don't know.
It is but a cruel joke.
I don't want to upset, you know, the fandom.
Twilight Sword was my title as captain.
Daneslav would be a bit too old for her.
When I witnessed the destruction of my entire homeland firsthand. I believe my reluctance to raise it in conversation is quite justified.
Sounds like your brother was right.
We were travel partners. We both partook in a painful
Actually, Kazuha would be like the similar age, I think.
Regrettably, we did not make it to the journey's end together. Before you continue questioning me, I ought to warn you. If my suspicions regarding the portal network are correct, then the fact that there is a portal leading here tells us that the Abyss Order has their eyes on this location.
You mean the Abyss Order is plotting something here?
But I mean, sadly there is no romance option in this game, so... Not like in Mass Effect.
It's highly likely that even as we speak, the Abyss Order is watching our every move.
But also, I mean, the main character's point is to find her brother and not to, you know.
A wise choice. There appears to be light from a fire coming from near that rocky wall. Let's take a look.
You're joining us, Daneslav? We have this stone, which helps us a bit with the light. Where do we have to go again? I look for objective. Investigate the rooms ahead and find a path. I mean, here is a path. Ah, okay. Well, that was the task.
There are signs of hilly churl activity here. Could these be the hilly churls the requester was talking about?
Requester? In fact, hold on. You still haven't told me what you're doing here. I doubt that most travelers would have any reason to venture down this way.
We took a commission from the Adventurers Guild to investigate the chasm. Apparently a whole load of hilly churls have been gathering here, and the request.
Too bad that the banners are actually mostly female characters. Like,
It looks like we finally
this time there is Kirk and Shenhe, but next time is Mauvika and I don't know, Emily, I think is the
Do you
other
want the
character,
answer?
but again, like, female characters. I mean, okay, the banner before was Kinish, one of them, so there was one male character, but mostly it's still female
As
characters.
it happens,
Okay.
I do. It's understandable that you did not perceive anything unusual.
Maybe there are more like
What makes this place so
men
strange
playing this
is that
game, or
I
I don't know.
I've seen internet also women
the
playing
environment
Genshin.
here
Well, yeah, of
Yes,
course,
yes,
because
the
I
effect
mean
of the
it's
curse.
for
Yeah.
both of them, but like there are, I think, much more female characters available than males.
Okay.
people were cursed to immortality or something.
for
It's just too bad that the banner could be
suffered
like
daily
one
from the
would be a
curse that
female
was laid
character
upon
and the other one would be a male, and then it's like,
Yeah.
you know.
suddenly feel a
I
small
would
amount
rather
of
pull
relief
for male
from the
characters, I
suffering.
have to say. I do love Navia though,
Yeah.
she's very powerful, but
And
I
right
would love to
here,
have
right
like
now,
mostly male
I can
characters,
feel
you
my
know.
body sending a strong message to me. It is telling me, stay.
So this place weakens the curse?
I see.
That's incredible.
Well,
But
Yes.
That I shall need to investigate. But to the best of my knowledge, the Abyss Order does not have the technology to achieve this.
of course, in like
Indeed.
usefulness,
Do
Skirk
you
would be the
know why
best for me.
Hilichurls wear masks? It's to hide their
But
appearance.
I don't
lest they
think I
catch sight
can
of their
get
reflection
her
in a body
because
of water.
I saw people having a lot of pulls and
Compared to how they remember
so on,
themselves,
and I am at
it is
I
a
don't know how many
terrible
pulls
sight
I
to
am, but
behold. One that causes them great
I don't know
distress.
if I can get her until the banner expires.
The curse of immortality denies death to those afflicted with it. And yet, it does not truly mean that they
Speaking
will
of
never die.
male and female characters, I have a question for you.
Yes?
Like, how do you feel? So, I actually
No.
talked about this some
I
years
mean
ago
that
with
the
a friend
body
of
and
mine,
soul will continue to be
and
eroded
she said that
until they are virtually
for her,
non-existent.
it
When
was
the Hilichurls
sometimes
realize that the end
like if
is
she would
nigh
be
for them,
playing as a female
it
character,
seems
Mhm.
their
then she
instinct
was
is to
more
seek
likely
out a
to do,
calm
I
and
don't
dark
know how
corner
to
of
say,
the
like
world
light side
in
options
which to
or things
finally
like
say
that,
goodbye
or
to the
more. But
centuries
then
of
she was then
suffering
playing
and
as a reverse, like a male
And of
character in
all
a
the
game.
places they could
She
lay
was
down
more
to
likely to
rest,
try different
one that can
options, you
ease
know,
the
like a
effects
different
of
kind
the
of
Okay.
playthroughs.
would
And
surely
I
be their
kind
first
of
choice.
found I'm similar in a way because
wow.
I'll just give a because we've been playing Mass Effect, so I'll just give an
Yes.
example.
Brace
When I played
yourself.
Mass Effect as a male shepherd, then I found myself
We're under
always
attack.
doing everything the same. Like no matter, even if I played a couple times. But when I switched to a female shepherd, then I was more likely to try something new because I was more thinking, okay, it's not me who's like a player.
Okay. No, for me, I don't have this. Like,
Interesting.
I like to play as a female character in a way that the main is a female. Like, for example, in Mass Effect, I am a female.
Yes, and in
In Star Wars, I'm a female, and here I am also female because the Traveler, I chose the female one and not the
Yes.
brother. Although in this, because I have so many options, I do like
Yeah,
the
yeah,
male
you
versions.
yeah,
but
you-
I would not act differently
Yes.
if it's a female or a male.
Okay, interesting.
From the Spina with love.
I was just curious, like the.
Yeah, of course.
What were those? And why did they attack us all of a sudden?
Black Serpent Knights. They once belonged to the Royal Guard of Canria.
And people in the comments can tell what they think.
Royal Guard?
Yes, exactly.
So, they used to be your troops?
Yes, they were. But now, the curse engulfs them, and they fight with none of the honor they once had.
Because they've become pawns of the Abyss now?
Let's continue on.
Wait, Dane!
Seems we missed one.
Oh.
Wait, stand down. There's something different about this one. It's disappeared.
What the heck?
What the heck is going on here?
How is this possible? How could he have retained self-awareness for 500 years without it? But more importantly, why did he seem so familiar? That would be a miraculous outcome indeed for a cataclysm that brought total doom and destruction. Or perhaps it was just a
Maybe he
coincidence.
looks like one of his
We
ancestors.
should press
who
onward
knows?
to the city.
Who knows?
Because he stayed for 500 years, so it's a long time. So
But some characters in this live.
yeah, I mean they are the
A long
gods
time.
and whatever.
But I mean,
normal
who-
humans, I suppose.
I don't think Daneslav is a normal human though.
Okay, all right. Because I suppose the normal humans, they even said normal humans live only for like 100 years or so.
Oy, oy.
The Shogun said.
Yeah.
But it does, in this game, it does feel like every second character is some kind of like, oh, I lived for 100 years, oh, I lived for 2,000 years, or like that.
Yeah. I think we can actually end the episode here and
Okay.
we continue the chasm next time.
Okay.
So it was quite an eventful episode actually.
Yes, it was, definitely.
We defeated Signora, we kind of defeated the Raiden Shogun.
Which we were not sure if we even could.
Yes, and then we continue our episode with the chasm.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
Bye bye.